The forest has never looked so beautiful. That's the first thing Sofia notices when the fireflies begin to gather. Hundreds of them. Thousands, maybe. Each one pulsing with gentle golden light that makes the whole clearing glow like some kind of fairy tale dream. She reaches out, laughing as one lands on her finger. And then it burns. Not much, just a tiny sting, like touching something hot for half a second. But Sofia pulls back, confused. Fireflies don't burn. They're supposed to be harmless. Cold light, her science book said. Bioluminescence, safe to hold. Except these aren't glowing cold anymore. The one on her finger pulses brighter, and she feels actual heat radiating from its tiny body. Around her, the swarm begins to shift. Not the lazy, meandering dance of normal fireflies. This is coordinated, purposeful. They're circling her now, and with each rotation they move a little closer. Their light shifts from warm gold to something sharper. Orange, then red. Clover notices it too. He's hopping backward, ears flat against his head. Princess? I think we should maybe not be here right now. Smart rabbit. Sofia takes a step back toward the path they came from. The fireflies follow. She takes another step. They tighten their circle, and that's when she realizes the path isn't there anymore. Or rather, it is, but it's completely blocked by a wall of glowing insects packed so densely she can't see through them. Okay, she says, trying to keep her voice steady. Okay, we're fine. They're just bugs. They'll move. But they don't move. They pulse, all in sync now, like a single heartbeat made of light and heat. The temperature in the clearing jumps 10 degrees, 20. Sofia's starting to sweat. What happened here? These were normal fireflies 5 minutes ago. She'd seen them from the castle window and begged her mother to let her explore just a little before dinner. Just a quick walk through the edge of the forest, just to see the lights up close. Clover's pressed against her leg now, and she can feel him trembling. Or maybe she's the one trembling. Hard to tell when the air itself seems to be shaking with heat waves. The fireflies surge inward. Sofia throws up her hands instinctively, and something happens that she doesn't expect. Her amulet flares bright purple, and a barrier of light expands outward, pushing the swarm back. For a moment, there's space to breathe. Cool air, relief. Then the fireflies adapt. They don't try to push through the barrier. Instead, they land on it. Hundreds of them, covering the purple light like living embers on a shield. The amulet's magic holds, but Sofia can feel the strain. It's not designed for this. The heat builds. Her amulet grows warm against her chest, then hot, then burning. She drops the barrier with a gasp. The fireflies don't attack immediately. They hover, waiting. And Sofia realizes something that makes her stomach drop. They're intelligent, not just acting on instinct. They tested her defense and found its weakness. They're thinking. We need to run, Clover whispers. Where? Sofia looks around desperately. The swarm has them surrounded on all sides now. The trees are too far. Even if they could reach them, would climbing help? The fireflies can fly. But there's something else. Through the gaps in the swarm, Sofia catches glimpses of the forest beyond. It's changed. The trees look wrong. Their bark is charred in places, still smoking. The undergrowth is wilted and brown, like something sucked all the life out of it. And there are more swarms in the distance, dozens of them, moving through the woods like burning clouds. This isn't just happening to her. It's happening to the whole forest. Princess, Clover's voice is tight. They're getting brighter. He's right. The red glow is intensifying, shifting toward orange, then yellow, then white. The heat is becoming unbearable. Sofia's dress starts to smoke at the edges. She has maybe seconds before they ignite completely, before the swarm becomes a living inferno and burns everything in this clearing to ash, including her. Her mind races. The amulet won't hold. Running won't work. She needs help. But she's too far from the castle for anyone to hear her scream. Even if Cedric was watching through his crystal ball, even if her parents noticed she was late for dinner, they'd never reach her in time. The fireflies pulse brighter, hotter. Sofia closes her eyes and does the only thing she can think of. She calls for help. Not with her voice, with magic. She presses her hand against her amulet and pushes every bit of energy she has into it, sending out a distress signal to anyone, anything that might be listening. For a horrible moment, nothing happens. Then the ground beneath her feet begins to glow. Faint lines of blue light spread out from where she's standing, forming patterns. Runes, ancient ones. The clearing isn't just a clearing, it's something else, something old. And she just woke it up. The fireflies hesitate. Their synchronized pulsing stutters breaks rhythm. They're confused. Whatever magic is rising from beneath the forest floor, they don't like it. Neither does Sofia, honestly. Because the blue light is getting brighter, and she can feel something massive stirring below. Something that's been asleep for a very long time. Something her desperate call for help just dragged back to consciousness. The runes complete their pattern. The earth trembles, and Sofia realizes she might have just traded one nightmare for something infinitely worse. The ground splits. Not violently, not like an earthquake. It simply opens, as if the earth itself is unfolding. The crack runs in a perfect circle around Sofia, following the glowing runes exactly. Dirt and roots peel back like petals, and something rises. At first, Sofia thinks it's a statue. Stone carved into the shape of a massive hand, fingers spread wide, palm facing upward. But statues don't move. This does. Slowly, impossibly, the hand lifts higher. An arm follows, then a shoulder, then a head. It's a guardian. Easily 20 feet tall, made entirely of pale blue crystal that pulses with the same light as the runes. Its face is smooth, featureless except for two deep sockets where eyes should be. Those sockets are filled with swirling darkness that seems to pull at Sofia's vision when she looks directly at them. The fireflies scatter immediately. Their formation breaks as they retreat to the edges of the clearing, still glowing but noticeably dimmer. They're afraid. Sofia wishes she could feel relieved. She doesn't. The guardian's head turns toward her with a sound like grinding glass. It doesn't speak, doesn't need to. Sofia can feel its attention on her like physical weight pressing down on her shoulders, making it hard to breathe. Clover's voice is barely a squeak. Is that thing friendly? Sofia has no idea. The magic she used to call it was desperate, instinctive. She didn't choose this guardian specifically. She just screamed into the void and something answered. The creature's hand moves. Slowly, deliberately, it reaches toward her. Sofia's first instinct is to run. But the fireflies are still out there, waiting. And something tells her that running from this thing would be a very bad idea. So she stands her ground, fists clenched, heart hammering as those massive crystal fingers descend. They stop inches from her face. The guardian's hand rotates, palm up, fingers curling slightly inward. An offering, or a command. Sofia isn't sure which. What do you want? Her voice comes out steadier than she feels. The darkness in the guardian's eye sockets swirls faster. The runes on the ground pulse once, twice, and suddenly Sofia understands. Not through words, through feeling, through knowledge that appears in her mind fully formed. This guardian has been here for centuries. Longer. It was placed here to protect something buried deep beneath the forest. And whatever that something is, it's been disturbed. Not by Sofia, by something else. The fireflies aren't the real problem. They're a symptom. A reaction to corruption spreading through the forest's root system, turning peaceful creatures into burning swarms. And the source of that corruption is below ground, moving closer to the surface with every passing hour. The guardian wants Sofia to stop it. I'm 11, Sofia says weakly. I don't know how to fight underground corruption. The guardian doesn't care about her age. Its hand moves again, this time touching the amulet around her neck. The moment crystal meets enchanted metal, Sofia's vision explodes with light. She's not in the clearing anymore. She's somewhere else, somewhere deep. A massive cavern carved from bedrock, lit by veins of purple crystal that run through the walls like infected veins. And in the center, suspended in chains of pure light, is something that makes Sofia's blood run cold. It looks like a seed. A massive seed, easily the size of a carriage, with a shell that shifts between black and deep violet. But it's wrong. Poisonous. She can feel the malice radiating from it even in this vision, even though she knows she's not really there. The seed is cracking. Something inside is trying to get out. The vision ends abruptly. Sofia staggers, would have fallen if Clover hadn't grabbed her arm. The guardian pulls its hand back, waiting. You want me to go down there? Sofia's not asking. She knows. You want me to stop that thing from hatching? The guardian's head tilts slightly. Acknowledgement. And if I don't? The runes flash once. Sofia gets another burst of knowledge, this one much worse than the first. If the seed hatches, whatever emerges will corrupt the entire forest. Every tree, every plant, every creature. The fireflies will be the least of Enchancia's problems. The corruption will spread to the kingdom itself, turning the land toxic, uninhabitable. Everything she loves will be destroyed. Great. Sofia looks at Clover. So we have to save the world. Again. We. Clover's eyes are huge. Princess, I'm a rabbit, a small rabbit with a healthy sense of self-preservation. You're also my best friend. That's a low blow, and you know it. But he doesn't argue further. They both know he's coming. The guardian moves again. This time it reaches toward the ground, and where its fingers touch, the earth opens further. A tunnel. Leading down into darkness so complete that Sofia's amulet light doesn't penetrate more than a few feet. The fireflies haven't left. They're watching from the trees, still glowing red but keeping their distance. They won't attack while the guardian is here. But the moment Sofia enters that tunnel, the moment she's underground and out of the guardian's protection, she'll be on her own. Well, not completely alone. She has Clover, and her amulet, and approximately zero idea what she's doing. The tunnel waits. Dark, ominous, probably full of things that want to kill her. Sofia takes a breath, squares her shoulders, tries to channel the confidence her mother always shows during royal crises, even though she feels about as confident as a mouse facing a dragon. Okay, she says, let's go stop an evil seed. Clover groans. I should have stayed in my burrow today. But he hops into her arms anyway, and together they step into the dark. The tunnel smells like earth and something else, something sweet that makes Sofia's stomach turn, like fruit left to rot in the sun for too long. Her amulet provides the only light, a weak purple glow that barely reaches the walls. The stone here is different from the surface, darker, slick with moisture that might not be water. Clover's claws dig into her shoulder. Is it getting warmer, or is that just my impending panic attack? He's right. The temperature is rising, not dramatically, but enough to notice. Each step down takes them deeper into heat that shouldn't exist this far underground. The tunnel spirals. Sofia counts her steps out of habit, loses track somewhere around 200. The path is steep enough that she has to brace herself against the walls, which are covered in something that feels like moss but withdraws slightly when touched. Living stone. Great. A sound echoes from below. Rhythmic. Like a heartbeat, but wrong. Too slow. Too heavy. Each pulse sends vibrations through the rock that Sofia can feel in her bones. That's the seed, she whispers. It has a heartbeat. Seeds don't have heartbeats. Seeds are quiet and don't try to end the world. The tunnel opens abruptly into a chamber. Not the massive cavern from her vision, but something smaller. An antechamber, maybe. The walls here are covered completely in those purple crystal veins, pulsing in time with that terrible heartbeat. And the fireflies are back. They pour from cracks in the ceiling, hundreds of them, forming a living wall between Sofia and the only other exit. Their red glow fills the chamber with light that looks like blood. Sofia raises her amulet. I don't want to hurt you. You're sick. That seed is making you sick. They swarm closer, not attacking yet, but surrounding her, cutting off retreat. She tries a different approach. My mother taught me that when something is poisoned, you remove the poison. That's what I'm trying to do. Help me. The fireflies pause. For just a moment, some of their lights flicker from red to their natural gold. like they're fighting whatever controls them. Then the heartbeat pulses again, stronger, and the red floods back. They attack. Sofia doesn't think. Her amulet flares and she shouts the first spell that comes to mind. Shield of Light. A barrier erupts around her and Clover, translucent and shimmering. The fireflies slam into it like rain against glass, their bodies making small tinking sounds on impact. But the shield is already cracking. Whatever power the seed has, it's strong enough to corrupt her magic too. Run! Clover shrieks. Sofia bolts for the far exit. The shield shatters behind her, and the fireflies give chase, a swarm of red stars that wants her dead. The next tunnel is narrower. Sofia has to duck, then crawl. Behind her, the fireflies bunch up, slowed by the tight space, but still coming. Her hands touch something wet. She looks down and immediately wishes she hadn't. The floor is covered in roots. Black roots, thick as her arm, that writhe slowly like sleeping snakes. They're growing from the walls, the ceiling, everywhere. And where they touch the stone, the rock is turning dark. Corrupted. The seed's influence is spreading. Sofia crawls faster. A root grabs her ankle and she kicks free, her heart hammering. Another wraps around her wrist. She yanks away, feels her bracelet snag and break, the beads scattering into darkness. The tunnel slopes down sharply. Too sharply. She's sliding before she can stop herself, tumbling through darkness with Clover clinging to her shoulder, both of them screaming. The roots blur past, reaching for them but too slow. They hit bottom hard. Sofia lands in something soft that cushions the fall but feels wrong. She scrambles up, her amulet light revealing what caught her. Moss. A thick carpet of it, glowing faintly with the same purple as the crystal veins. And it's moving. Growing visibly, spreading across the floor toward her boots. She jumps back. The moss where she landed is already withering, turning brown, like it tried to absorb her and failed. This whole place is alive, Clover gasps. The seed is turning everything into part of itself. The chamber they've fallen into is huge, cathedral huge. And there, in the center, exactly like her vision showed her, is the seed. It's worse in person. The shell pulses with each heartbeat, cracks spreading across its surface like lightning frozen in stone. Through the gaps, Sofia can see movement. Something inside, pressing against its prison, desperate to break free. The chains that bind it are made of pure light, anchored to the bedrock itself. But they're failing. Several have already snapped, their ends dissolving into nothing. Sofia approaches slowly. The corrupted moss parts around her feet, unable to touch her while she holds her amulet. Some protection, at least. Up close, the seed is even more massive. And the smell is overwhelming now. That rotting sweetness mixed with something chemical. Poisonous. How am I supposed to stop this? Sofia's voice sounds small in the vast space. I can't destroy something that big. I don't even know what spell to use. Clover hops down from her shoulder, keeping well back from the seed. Maybe you're not supposed to destroy it. The Guardian showed you this place. Maybe there's another way. Sofia looks at the failing chains, at the spreading corruption, at the cracks in the shell that grow wider with each pulse. And then she sees it. Behind the seed, carved into the wall, is a symbol. Ancient. Familiar. The same mark that was on the Guardian's chest. Not a warning, instructions. Sofia steps closer, studying the carving. It's not just one symbol. It's a sequence, a spell maybe, or a ritual. Something old enough that even her amulet doesn't recognize it. But she's going to have to figure it out fast, because the seed just cracked again. And this time, something pushes through. A tendril. Black and glistening, thick as a ship's rope, it pushes through the crack in the shell, tasting the air, testing. Then it withdraws, fast, like it touched something hot. Sofia's amulet is blazing now, bright enough to hurt. The tendril recoiled from the light. That's it, she breathes. The chains are made of light, pure magic. The seed can't stand it. But the chains are breaking. She needs to reinforce them. No, better than that. She needs to make new ones. Sofia pulls out her wand, her hand shaking. She's never attempted magic like this. Ancient binding spells aren't exactly covered in princess school, but the symbol on the wall is clear enough. A circle. Lines radiating outward. Connection points at specific angles. She starts to trace the pattern in the air, her wand leaving trails of light. The first line snaps into place with a sound like a harp string. Good. She can do this. Another crack echoes through the chamber, louder this time. The shell is splitting faster now, like whatever's inside knows she's trying to stop it. Hurry, Clover urges, backing toward the tunnel. I really don't want to meet what's in there. Sofia focuses on the second line. Her wand moves through the pattern, following the ancient instructions carved in stone. This line is harder. It wants to curve when it should stay straight. She grits her teeth and forces it into position. The seed shudders violently. More tendrils push through, 5 or 6 at once, whipping around like they're searching for something to grab. One wraps around a nearby stalagmite and squeezes. The rock crumbles to powder. Third line. Sofia's arm is already tired. The magic flowing through her wand feels wrong, too old, like trying to speak a language she's only heard once. But she keeps going because stopping isn't an option. A tendril lashes out toward her. She doesn't even see it coming, just feels the impact as Clover slams into her shoulder, knocking her sideways. The tendril misses by inches. Thanks, Sofia gasps. Don't mention it, literally. I want to forget this happened. Fourth line. The pattern is almost complete. Sofia can feel it wanting to close, to seal itself. Just a little more. The shell splits wide, not a crack anymore. A gap big enough to see inside. Sofia wishes she hadn't looked. The thing in the seed isn't a plant, isn't anything natural. It's all wrong angles and impossible geometry, something that shouldn't exist but does anyway. Looking at it makes her eyes hurt, makes her brain try to reject what it's seeing. And it's looking back at her. Fifth line. Her hand is cramping now. The wand feels like it weighs 100 pounds, but she's so close. Just one more connection point and the pattern will seal. The tendrils are everywhere now, dozens of them filling the chamber. The corrupted moss spreads faster, racing toward her in waves. She can smell it dying as it touches her amulet's light, but more keeps coming. Sofia! Clover's voice is desperate. She risks a glance. The tunnel they came from is sealed, completely overgrown. They're trapped down here with this thing. Fine, then she'll finish this. Sixth line, the final connection. Sofia pours everything she has left into the spell. Every bit of magic she can pull from her amulet, from herself, from the air itself. The wand blazes white-hot in her hand, but she doesn't let go. The pattern completes with a sound like reality breaking. Light explodes from the symbol, pure and blinding. It races along the line Sofia drew, following the ancient paths, and slams into the seed from 6 directions at once. New chains form, brilliant and unbreakable, wrapping around the shell in layers. The thing inside screams, not with sound, with feeling. Pure rage and hunger that crashes against Sofia's mind like a wave. She drops to her knees, ears ringing, barely holding onto consciousness. The chains pull tight. The shell, cracked and broken, begins to repair itself, slowly. The light fills each fracture, sealing it from the inside out. The tendrils writhe and thrash, but they're being pulled back in, dragged into the prison they tried to escape. The corrupted moss blackens and dies. The purple veins in the walls fade to gray. And the smell, that horrible sweet rot, begins to clear. Sofia doesn't move until it's over. Until the last chain locks into place and the seed goes still. Dormant, again. Contained. Is it done? Clover whispers. For now. Sofia stands on shaking legs. But those chains won't last forever. Nothing does. So we're just leaving it here? She looks at the seed, wrapped in light that will slowly fade over centuries. This is what the Guardian showed me. Not how to destroy it, how to bind it. Some things are too dangerous to kill. You just have to make sure they stay buried. The roots blocking their tunnel are withering now, turning to dust. A path opens, leading back up toward the surface, toward home. Sofia takes one last look at the seed. at the ancient symbol still glowing faintly on the wall, at the prison that will hold until someone else, someday, has to come down here and do this all over again. "Come on," she says quietly. "Let's go home." They climb in silence, leaving the darkness behind. Above them, somewhere far away, the sun is probably rising. The castle is probably waking up. Life continuing like nothing happened. Because nothing did happen. Not where anyone could see. Just a princess and a rabbit climbing out of a hole in the ground, carrying a secret that will never make it into any storybook. The best kind of magic is the kind nobody knows about. Sofia's boots touch solid ground at the tunnel's mouth. The guardian is still there, waiting in the clearing like a statue that forgot how to sleep. Its crystalline form catches the dawn light filtering through the trees, throwing rainbow fragments across the grass. The fireflies are gone, all of them. The forest is quiet in that way forests are when something significant just ended. Birds haven't started singing yet, wind hasn't picked up, just stillness. The guardian's head tilts toward her. Those dark socket eyes swirl once, and Sofia feels something like approval wash over her. Or maybe gratitude. Hard to tell with ancient magical constructs. "You're welcome," she says, because it feels right. The guardian's form begins to sink, not collapsing, descending with purpose, lowering itself back into the earth it rose from. The runes on the ground dim as crystal disappears beneath dirt and roots. In seconds, there's no sign it was ever there. Just an empty clearing and a girl who looks like she fought her way through the underworld. Which, technically, she did. Can we please never do that again? Clover's still shaking. My nerves can't handle weekly apocalypses. Sofia wants to promise him that. She really does. But she's learning that wearing an enchanted amulet comes with certain obligations. The kind that involve dark seeds and ancient guardians and saving worlds that don't even know they needed saving. "I'll try," is all she says. They walk back through the forest as sunrise turns everything gold. Normal gold. Warm and safe and completely non-magical. By the time they reach the castle gardens, Sofia's pretty sure she could sleep for 3 days straight. "Princess," a guard spots her from the wall. "Your mother's been looking everywhere." Right. She missed dinner. And breakfast, apparently. Sofia smooths her dress, tries to look less like she just fought underground corruption. It doesn't work. Her hem is torn, her hair's a disaster, and she's pretty sure there's moss on her shoulder. "Just tell her I went for a walk," she mutters to Clover. "A walk? Sure, that's believable." But they both know her mother won't push. Royal children are allowed their secrets, especially when those secrets keep kingdoms safe.